What up, everybody? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up with ya? It's your boy Jax Wild and the homeboy PG the Hustle.
What's happening?
What's good?
What's good,
What's
man?
happening?
What's up with all
What,
y'all out there, man? Y'all snowed in on the east or what, man? What's happening?
bro? That snow had y'all down bad, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm mad you didn't get to experience it, man. We only bro. It's not has. It's still
Has
outside. It's still
now
outside.
now we so okay. So short story. Last week I spent my entire week from Tuesday to Sunday in Vegas. Shout
Okay.
out to those out there in Vegas that I met. We had a bowling tournament. It was live. It was fresh. It was good to go, man. We had a great time. But then when it was time to go, doggone if I looked at my ticket, my joint canceled
Yep.
because they didn't want to land in RDU. So look, I was like, oh man, like I'm over with. Then they said, okay, we'll get you out. We're gonna get you out Sunday night. I got on the plane at 10:20. So flew through the night.
Red eye.
Yeah, laid over in BWI in Baltimore. We sat on the tarmac in Baltimore for an hour and a half
Yeah.
because they were still plowing the
Yep.
doggone runway.
Yeah.
Then we finally got up out of there and made it home, bro. Dog, that was a long day, bro. And I was like, there's no better place for me to be stuck at than Vegas
Yeah.
until you run out of bread.
Yeah. Vegas will do it to you.
Hey, when the monies ain't money no more. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
Gotta get
I
back.
was so I'm finishing up my master's degree, so I had some homework. Man, I'm sitting at the casino at the Starbucks, the Starbucks inside the casino, doing homework, watching everybody hit, bro. I'm like, oh, y'all want to hit now? Now I ain't a part.
Yeah. When I gotta go, when I gotta study, when I gotta do some work.
But I gotta study, nigga. I'm over there mad to the mug.
All you hear in the
So-
background is ding 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 ding.
Oh,
All the noises.
at the same time, Seattle was playing. Seattle in
Yep.
The Rams. So
Yep.
shout out to Seattle.
Yep.
Y'all remember in September I went down to Seattle
Yep.
for the Soldiers of Sideline. I had the
remember
jersey. They did us nice. So, what I'm saying, I gotta represent a little bit. I ain't no full fan, but just let me
We
get
know
in
who
the
you
back seat.
rocking with.
Just let me get in the back seat and just drop me off at the next little exit. You feel me? Let me just get a quick little ride. But how was you was in it? So tell me your experience being in it.
Frigid, cold. I worked in it. I work in it every day, even today.
Yep.
So I love my job. I love what I do. I love vehicles, but this part in the winter, I am not fond of because dealerships don't stop. Dealerships don't close down. For the most part. And it's just grueling. It's just grueling out there. I was stepping in snow up to my knees, man. I got my big rain boots, man. Stepping in the snow to my knees. Gotta dip in and out, go in, get warm. You know what I mean? Just gotta keep at it, man. Shoveling the snow, like shoveling walkways and stuff, getting your people out everywhere you go. Cars are stuck. You gotta have an all-wheel drive or four-wheel, man.
Now tell me this. For those who are watching, maybe they're in the market for a vehicle. Do you get a deal when it's like this, or they still?
What you mean?
Like, and they gonna knock a little bit off the price?
No way. What? No way. Need this.
So like, cause I'm out there, you feel me? We both bearing the code. You the salesman, I'm the customer. We trying to get it going, and
well, you know, I don't do the salesman stuff. I'm just
saying, but you around it. So I was just asking,
they don't
like a broad stroke.
Nah, man, bro, car dealerships is cutthroat, man. There is no discounts. Even if it's a discount, it's not a discount. If they tell you it's a discount, like you gotta y'all gotta. That's just facts. That's just the car game anyway. You know what I mean? That's why when we get situated, set up and running, then we're gonna change the game, man. We're gonna change the car.
Right. We're gonna get it popping.
Most
we're gonna
definitely
get it popping for real. For
but
real,
man,
for real.
Anybody that's still out there on the West Coast, man, I mean on the East Coast, y'all out here, man, y'all be safe. Make sure your tires is good. I know that the main roads might be clearing up. They were dropping the salt and stuff, but don't start going 50 into 30 just because the snow is gone. Like that's what people do. As soon as the snow clears up off the road, they start going 80 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, the snow's gone. But they don't realize that there's little patches every now and there, those slushy patches, the black ice patches, because it's still below zero temp. It's still zero out there. Right now, I'm looking at the temp on my thing. It's 6 degrees outside. I'm looking at it right now. It's 6 degrees.
Sheesh. So for me, the kids have been out for the last couple of days or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And rightfully so. But last night and this morning, it looked better, but they still had them out because they said the back roads might not be all the way together, right? So I'm driving to work up to Chapel Hill, where UNC is, and I took a wrong turn. And so now I'm in the country, bro. And I'm telling you, for let's say 100 meters, clear. The next 100 meters, ice.
Yeah.
Next 100, I'm like, did the plow like break down right at these points? But no, it was just a country area, and just how it. I guess it's kind of how the sun come through the trees and was able to dry little parts.
Yep.
I was like, dang,
I was
bro.
gonna say
like,
that was
scary.
That was only the melt. That was nature melting that. Yeah, that was nature melting that. There wasn't no plow coming through there.
Then I got off of work. I backed into this little ravine where I parked. So my car was on a tilt. I get off of work. The ice then melted and then refroze on my windshield, bro. So the stuff that was on my hood came down. Oh man.
It froze up, yeah.
And now they saying we supposed to get another system this weekend, bro.
Yeah, it's coming again. Yep.
But this one should be less ice, just more snow.
And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting ready to start putting this ad out. I'm about to put this truck together. I'm about to put my tire back on my truck, get that power steering situated, and go grab my snowblower. And I'm gonna be out there snow blowing for $150. I got $3,000 snow blower. I think I used it twice. I'm gonna be out there on it. It's a monster too. It be eating. It be chopping. It be chopping. I be like,
hey, working out. Now, for those that don't like, we don't have nobody blowing snow. Like, what does that look like? You just clearing out like driveways or like?
No, when I plow, when I go plow, when I do plow services and I plow somebody's yard or their property, I do the driveway and all the sidewalks. So if they got sidewalk going up to the door, I do that. I do all this. I do the sidewalk in the front of the house, and I salt it also.
Yeah.
So I do the whole thing. I give them the whole gambit.
Yeah. So what's up, y'all? Shout out to our sponsors. We got 2 sponsors today. Well, 3 really, but go ahead, hit us with the first one, bro.
What's that? This is W Energy, man. You already know what it is, man. Y'all hit us up. WEnergy.gg, you know what I'm saying? Or W.gg, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put in PG the Hustler, man, at the checkout for 10% off your full order, man.
Yes, sir. And then go holler at us there.
That's blackmoneymedialive.com, man. Go ahead and get all your merch, man. The Redeployment Podcast. Go ahead and check us out, man. We got some new stuff for y'all. We got the hoodies, the hats. You need the hat, man. Them hoodies.
You need the hat right now, bro.
Right. Facts.
Don't go outside without that hat. You know, your mama says pneumonia weather out there.
Yep, most definitely.
What's up, Wells? Hey, Wells, we about to get to you just in a second. We got a little clip for you. Remember what me and you talked
Wells,
about?
what's happening? Yep.
Yeah. So then we also got elbow grease that's coming back out, relaunching.
Yes, oh yeah,
yes, sir.
It ain't never really went nowhere. We just pushing because remember I think I had told y'all about how they stole my internet. They stole my website, man. Yeah, so we just pushing it back out, man. Elbow grease, man. I will have some stuff. I'm gonna have some stuff. I just been busy, man, trying to get this stuff situated and thawing out, like I said. Okay, man. Just dealing with life, man.
Man, shout out to all y'all that be having to get it in during that kind of stuff, bro. Like, I remember those days back in the day, being an airman, having to like hit the walkways. You know what I mean? Because back then we had to we rely on CE to come do it, but from CE they ain't gonna hit your own walkway. They gonna hit the drive.
That's it.
Maybe come get the driveway a little bit so you can park. But other than that, they gone. But you can get out your car, be fine. But trying to get up to the walkway, that's us. Out there with the salt, out there with the shovel. Hey man, where y'all airmen's at, bro? And then the airmen ain't available. NCOs, you go. So yeah, man. Shout out to all y'all that got to do that on the real, bro. That's sick. And I was in Germany too. They wanted them walkways and the driveways to be done before 9 a.m.
I was about to say, how was the snow in Germany?
It was thick, bro. It was thick. But the thing about the German, it was less ice. It didn't have a whole bunch of ice. So you just got to go out there. If you put salt down before, then you can get it up real easy. So you put the salt down before, put another layer down, and so you be straight. But it's just gonna come. And it's gonna be there. So you just gotta.
Is it tough like it is out there now? Is it like that in Germany?
I think where I was at in Germany, it was kind of back roads, kind of countryside. So the snow piles and all that stuff, they'll hit it, but they're gonna hit the high concentrated areas first. So like some of the back roads in the cities, but we lived also on like a hill. It was a hill going into the gate. If it got too bad, they'll close that gate and send you a text like, "Don't come this way, bro. Go around. Hey,
That's
go
crazy.
around, because you're gonna go down that hill. You're gonna be stuck. We done told you now. Don't come around here. Right. This gate is closed. Let y'all know early. This gate is closed. Go around to the other side if you trying to get in, because it ain't what you want. It ain't what you want down here, my boy."
That's crazy.
Yes, sir. But yo, we got a special show for y'all today. It's just me and Hustle today. So we got a couple things. So the first thing we need to do, we have to go back. We had a episode, I want to say like 2 or 3 episodes ago. We had a nice young man on, my boy Wells, and Wells said this. So listen to this. When they took that regulation and wrote in there that you could now like be on your phone and still walk, because remember we couldn't walk.
I had a day that day.
We were like, you know what's funny?
Was more relieving to me that day was the hands in the pocket. So things dropped. It was amazing. It was you could walk and talk on your phone. Wow. You have your hands in your pocket. and you could eat or drink while walking. So I had my phone like this, a hand in my pocket, and I was drinking something. What?
You know what,
bro? That day, I felt like freedom was ringing at that point. That was let the freedom ring, right?
Yeah.
So we had to play that clip because as I'm looking on the regulations now, since that happened, we talking about 3 weeks, maybe. Got some new regulations that we're about to read off to you. Now, this is the Air Force. So shout out to y'all in the Army and the Marines or the Navy, because it was never legal. Okay. Y'all could have never put your hands in your pocket. You never could have done any of this stuff. So after that interview, I want to say might have been the day after that interview. Look, he putting that in there. The next day. The next day after the interview went live, no more hands in pockets. No more saluting while on the phone, because apparently you couldn't do that. And all of that was taken away, man. Just that fast. Just that fast. That was all. It was there, and then it was gone, man. Let me see what happened to Hustle real quick. Yeah, it was there 1 minute, then it was gone. So that goes to show how fast the military changes up. Now I did do some research, and I was like, okay, so if we couldn't do it and they just kind of rescinded, what was it like for the Army, the Marines, the Navy? So the armies and Marines could never do it. Never. It was never a thing. They could never put their hand in their pocket. Now, for headphones, let's talk about headphones, because that came out as well. They could never use headphones. Okay? They never could use headphones, and the Marines never could use headphones. Now, the Air Force, we could use headphones, but only during PT. So at first I was gonna cry myself a river for putting my hands in my pocket, but then I realized, man, them other forces never could do that.
Right.
So
it's like, whatever.
Oh, well. Let's see. So then there's this big thing about the earbuds, like having the AirPods in.
Right.
No other service could do it. We were the only one that was kind of doing it. They just took that away. Let's see, what else was it? So bottom line, here's the bottom line. As long as we're squared away, we was cool. The Army bottom line, they better stop. No, none of that.
Cut it out.
And then the Marines bottom line is, why is they still walking? They should have just been standing still. So, yeah, man. So again, in the military, we talk about it all the time. One day could be one thing, the next day it can be something totally different. So, PG, when the news broke, when I told you about that, what did you think? Because I think when you were in, y'all could never do it anyway.
Listen, we didn't have no cell phones. No, I'm just playing. We had flip phones, man. We had it was the Nokia gang.
Yeah, Nokia. Okay,
it was the Nokia.
Okay.
So I mean,
but cell phones wasn't that connected to y'all anyway.
Nah,
okay.
It wasn't. We never could. We wasn't no hands in the pockets, of course. You know that. You weren't allowed to walk around and eat food and all that stuff. We didn't have that. You definitely would get 341s and basic for that. Not basic, but tech and all that. I remember that.
Yeah.
And especially so you already know how it is when you get to your duty station, you good. Like
Yeah.
none of that matters. Yeah, you locked in. You can do what you want to. You know what I mean? It's work. It's like regular work. So I mean, and yeah, I don't even know what we would have done had we been allowed to have like cell phones and tech and basic. Like what? Like bro, what?
Hey, supposedly they have the cell phones now. Instead of having to go to the payphone, they just let them break out their cell phone, no FaceTime or something like that, and then you could just talk for like 10, 15 minutes, and that'll be your thing. But now, man, ain't no telling where they going to now, bro. It's wild. But hey, look, shout out to them because, like you said, you made a great point. You don't know what y'all would have done had y'all had it, so y'all didn't really miss it. We had it, then they took it away. But now that I'm gone, I got my field. I'm out. These new guys coming in to this day, they won't even know that was a thing.
Right.
Unless they talk to an old guy. And I think that's the point about how evolution of the military kind of goes, because everybody talks about, oh, y'all young guys are soft. But at the same time, we talk about these young guys are soft. And and then we looked across the board and we're looking at the Air Force compared to the Marines.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We was big soft. So
yeah,
let me for those who don't know, right?
And we saying soft we just making fun. We not none of the branches is soft.
We all got it in.
We just being funny with it.
When I talk to my students at work, or when I go to classrooms and talk about being in the military or whatever, I basically break it down to them like this. The Marine, we got a situation in Kerflufflestan somewhere, right? We got a situation. We know we got to go do it. We need some people who don't care and that's going to get it done by any means necessary. Marines.
Yep.
They're going to go in there and they going 0 to 10 right away. Right? They're going to get in there. They're going to do it. Now that we have your attention, we need forces to stabilize. So we going to bring in the Army because they coming with the force. They got thousands on thousands of the foot soldiers. They going to pull up, right? How are they going to get there? Air Force. Drop them off. Now, during the drop off, we might have to get in a little battle here or there, but we ain't the ones getting in the scrap. Same thing with the Navy. They're going to drop you off. Now, everybody has their own specialties and specialized jobs that they can get it in at any point in time. They can go 0 and 10 with the Marines if they need to, but their primary mission for us is to deliver you and your stuff to where the action is. Same thing with the Navy. They're gonna deliver you and your stuff to wherever the action is. We're gonna be ready. But far as knock if you buck, you know what I'm saying? Get down with the get down. That's primarily gonna be the Army and the Marines. Do you have it? What do you say? Do you think that's pretty good?
No, that's accurate. That's accurate. That's very accurate. You studied your books in the day room, I see.
Yes, I am studying, my friend. Because the thing is when people talk, and a lot of our guests have said, they talk to their uncles, they talk to their grandparents, they talk to this person and that person, and they automatically say, go in the Air Force, it's the easiest. But what if you were that dude that like to get these things going? You know what I'm saying? see, getting these things going, and you in the Air Force, you might not feel it. Because you might want to get these things going, but we don't have a real avenue as the other forces do to get those things going.
Right.
But what if you a chill, you paperwork McGee, you hit it with that bam, bam, then the Air Force is you. Come on over. Right?
Let's not forget though, too, we real tactical. The Air Force and the Navy also is tactical, because when it comes for air support, you know what I'm saying, and then Marine support, that's where they come in. If they try to run on the, you know, they try to run and get away marine wise through the water, through the ocean, we there. We got carriers, and I was just telling somebody the other day, aircraft carriers, people don't understand how big aircraft carriers are. Aircraft carriers are like cities. I know aircraft carrier got to be bigger than the state of Rhode Island. Probably. Like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like the smallest thing, because they're huge. Like they're huge. Like, so I don't want to say that we're making light, but we're speaking light of it. But what we're telling you is pretty much the accurate truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're technological, like he said, if you want to get on a computer and you paper McGee, you computer McGee, Air Force is for you. You can go in there and be dropping bombs and on people and you can fly drones. You can never be seen. You can do that from the comfort of your base.
Yes, sir.
Right there. Yes, sir. If that's what you want to do. But that's more of a technological fighting than going in with these. Going in with these, you definitely want to go Army, Marines. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know what I like to say is I like people where they are. I don't want to change you.
Right.
Now again, there is room for those who like, you know, to get their hands dirty, and that's my TAC-Ps, my special warfare guys, you know what I mean? They're technological sound, but they also like to get their hands dirty and get it in. Cool, we got a spot for you. But what I mean by that is it may not be as many slots available because that career field is so small compared to the other career fields. However, I was on the Army base for a long time, and them Army folks go zero. They may not go 0 to 10, but they go 0 to 15 very fast. And they have plenty of room for those. Same thing with the Marines. They have plenty of room for those who want to do it. So we always make like coming to Air Force is gonna be easy, blah blah blah. It's like a corporation, or going to Navy. That's, you know, it's all good. It's easy, just travel around the world. Cool. But if you're that guy or that girl who needs to see some action, by all means, man, take it. Because now I don't look at it because I have a couple of good friends that's Army recruiters. And at first I used to make fun with them. I got one stationed in my hometown. I think he does Army Reserve or whatever. And I used to make fun of him because my niece, now I call her my niece, she's my little cousin, but my niece just signed on with him to go National Guard. And I was like, man. But then I was like, nah, let me chill, because everything was there and available. She made her choice off of what was available. Right. So, and then now I have my nephew, also my cousin, but I call him my nephew. He just signed on with the Marines. And I was like, nah, that dude, he's a wrestler. He wrestled in high school. He's in college right now wrestling. And dude, he get them paws to you. And
that sound like a Marine.
When he goes home and, you know, to let his hair down, he out in the country with my cousins moving trees, because my cousin sells Christmas trees in the winter, and then they do pumpkin patch and all that stuff. So
nice.
He out there in the field, So it fits. So
Yeah.
that's why I wanted to kind of bring that up, because everybody say just go Air Force, but everybody may not be happy with the
and also too, everybody can't get in.
Everybody can't get in.
You gotta have it's also well known that the Air Force test, the ASVAB test, you gotta be high. It's the highest. You gotta score the highest, one of the high. You gotta be high on the
big high. And we have slots available, but they on timelines. So if you trying to go right now, it's gonna be slim pickings unless you rolling that dice and you can go get any job they give you, and then you're gonna be a cop.
And we already told y'all, don't do that.
Please don't do that. Please don't.
We just had this conversation on Real Game No Gimmick Podcast. Shout out to Real Game No Gimmick Podcast.
Shout out to Real Game No Gimmicks, bro.
And we had this conversation because with the certain things that is going on in Minnesota and stuff right now, or what is it? Yeah, Minneapolis, Minnesota, right there. Yeah. Or is it Milwaukee? Milwaukee.
No, it's Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
So, we was just talking about that, and we were bringing up the difference of when you're in the military, how you learn extensive. When you come in the military and be a cop, you learn everything plus more that a city cop knows or a regular cop would know. Mm-hmm. But the difference is you're being forced into that because a lot of people, it's just a job. They're not actually out there with their suspenders and they, the cop stance with the belt, with the hands on the belt, chest out. They don't do that. They're not doing that. They're like, man, let me just go ahead and do this and get this over with. And let me just go to work and come home. But on the outside, in the civilian life, you got more people that are. That's a choice. You're signing up to go be a cop. So who knows what your attitude is? And that's where we get more of the people with the. How we classify the hoorah attitude. You get those cops. You get more of those cops coming in from civilian life because it's a choice. So I was telling them the police force inside the military base or inside the military installations is not the same as city police. Like those guys are really just there doing the job. They don't have their head on. They don't have their butts on their shoulders. You know what I'm saying? They don't think that they're the best out. They don't think that they're this, they're that, because we are all taught to move as a unit. We are all taught to move together, and that's why we only have last names on our thing. You know what I'm saying? On all of our uniforms throughout the whole system, because we are one. We are one. Even when the services get together, we're one. We're fighting for one cause, and that's one thing that they show you and they tell you about in the military. And I believe that this, Dwight Howard said something a couple months ago. He said everybody should do like a year in the military. Other countries do it. I kind of agree with it, but then I don't. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many different people, so many different attitudes. So that's a whole nother discussion. But if they did, I believe that we would have a lot more civilized people in these positions of power and authority that they take on in the civilian world. Because a lot of times, remember, there are ex-military that go be cops, but then there's a lot of civilians too that go do it because they were bullied in high school. They never had any kind of authority. They want some kind of power, and this is their way of getting some kind of power in their life. And that's why these people do that. So, and that's not to go off on a tangent, but I just wanted to I wanted to bring those two together. And
that's good, because I was gonna say it's a great point you brought out about how we go in, and to a certain degree, I feel like even our cops that's on the gates sometimes kind of suffer because they're not the city cops. City cops will draw that weapon, and we see it all around the world. I'm not making this up. We know the city cop will draw that weapon and maybe even discharge it with, minimum consequences. Your security forces are trained to draw it when only when it's necessary, just to draw it and to discharge. You know the level of
right.
It's got to be. Man, I've heard stories and I've been around people, security forces, saying folks have ran the gate as far as in their car, and they still did not discharge that weapon.
You can't. I mean, that's not even a cause for it.
Because you got bystander. Man, people walk in and out of that gate all the time. You can't just do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You think like the movies will show you and publicity will show you that, oh, he ran a gate, discharged their weapon. Like if you watch some of those movies, yeah, for sure they discharged. But in the real world, bro, I'm gonna bring this picture one time and probably on the next show. Just remind me, I'm gonna have to save. But the difference between when I deployed and I deployed with the Air Force, we signed for every round that we put in our pack.
That's right.
Right. Then I turned around and deployed with the Army, and I was with the Army on a naval base. Or it was their fob, it was their control. So all the inner workings was the Navy.
Yeah.
You know what this man told me to grab my helmet, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Yeah, we're about to go get your rounds. Grab your helmet." I'm like, "Oh, okay, we're about to go shoot right now." Okay, that's crazy. We get there, all the rounds is in this
the gondola. The gondola.
He just told me to scoop my drone out, and I'm like, I went back to my room, and they was like, yeah, load out a combat load, and you got any extras, just keep them for next time.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
That's them gangsters, man. That's them killers.
Bro, I was like, my mind was blown away. And that's Air Force to Navy when we just did the comparison. Like Air Force to Navy, Air Force, you're going to sign for every round you take with the lot number on the back, on the bottom of that mug. You got this many lot numbers of this many lot numbers of that. And because rightfully so, we talked about being technologically sound. If there was a recall on lot number 6, I know everybody on base who got lot number 6. And we're going to recall those. And we're going to give you another lot number.
Nah, not with them. They just shoot them bitches.
We was in the wild west.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. And I'm going to find somebody that I was deployed with during that deployment. It was so crazy, bro, that these rounds just made it any and everywhere. Like there was rounds. So we had the burn pit. So we would burn all our trash. Then we had burn bags where we would burn like classified documents instead of shredder because you would just burn them.
Right.
There was rounds that made it inside of the burn bags. So imagine we in our burn pit area, it's kind of like you going to smoke. So
yeah, like a
campfire
chairs
out there. You got the burn barrel in the middle. Everybody dumping their trash and stuff. We just talking and just chilling. You know what I mean?
Next thing you know,
yeah, rat-a-tat-tat. We all running. We scrambling. We grabbing our weapons. We like, yo. We under fire. We under fire.
Right.
Bro, no, we're not under fire. There's rounds made it into the burn bag that set off the burn barrel. Bro,
ridiculous.
I was like, no way we get a combat action for getting shot up by the burn barrel.
By the burn barrel.
Imagine getting a Purple Heart and you got shot up by the burn barrel, bro.
How'd you get your Purple Heart? I don't want to talk about it. It was tough. It was hard. It was crazy.
It's a soft subject.
Right.
I don't want to bring that up. PTSD. You know what I mean? What but bro, dog, so that's just they wild west. And I'm sure they had their own regulations that they had to abide by. I remember being, and to the same line, right? I remember being in a meeting where these Navy SEALs was getting their marching orders, and the commander told them, yeah, when y'all see person X, call back. We'll give you the go ahead to engage.
Right, to engage.
They like, no. They was hot, bro. Commander, listen. We're getting in our vehicles. We're going to Village B. When we see him, you want us then to stand by, call you. You got to get up out your bed. You got to go log on.
You got to get ready.
Get to the phone. And then we can engage. If you say yes, what?
Right.
Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, why even send it?
So again, there's so many levels of bureaucracy and all that, and they all have their own places. I was just using that as an example on, kind of going back to your point, how security forces and your regular cop security forces is trained to, if all that, man, this dude have to come up to you, grab your weapon. Can't nobody else be around.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Before you can pull it out and discharge.
Mm-hmm.
Versus, man, these city cops, if we on a standoff and somebody sneeze, somebody getting shot.
Yeah. Not only
sad.
that.
I don't want to laugh, but that's sad, man.
It is. It's because they don't have the proper training, the formal training. Like, we received real training. Yeah. I don't know what they're going through in the academy, because the people that they releasing, like these cops that they don't have no discernment. Why would a cop be scared of a citizen, of a regular civilian? Mm-hmm. Like, they always play the scare. I was scared for my life. No, you shouldn't be a cop. If you're scared for your life, you shouldn't be a cop. Mm-hmm. But if you're scared of another human being, you should not be a cop, period.
Bro,
I hate that excuse when they use that when they kill us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it real. Like, because that's and the only reason why I hate it so much in the court, because I know the training.
Yeah.
I know that it's not that's not what you're taught. You're not taught that. Mm-hmm. No way in the police academy do they say, hey, if you see a big black scary guy, shoot him. Just go ahead and shoot him and we'll figure it out later.
Right. No.
That's not the training. So
that is,
I don't care how
nowhere near the
training. That shit or whatever, they're not following their training. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, defunding them ain't gonna do nothing. I don't even like that word, because that ain't gonna do. They need to be retrained, or they need to be overhauled. They need to be. Yes.
And when you put them on suspension, when y'all put them on suspension, unpaid or paid, train them. Walk them through the scenario. Like, talk to them. Put them in a simulator, bro. Everybody got these bad boys. We'll get with Cotton and we'll put them through a simulator.
You put the Oculus on.
You know what I'm talking about? Put the glasses on, bro. Get the glasses going.
Get the 3D.
Can't even get it out, but get them in the simulator, bro.
Do something.
And then we grade you on that. When a pilot starts flying, do you give him a jet first?
Heck no.
So why are we throwing cops on the street that has way more access to doing something crazy, but we gonna put our pilots in the training facility first, and they're flying all over the world? That don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't. Who knows, man? Like I said, man, it's the ulterior motive of people who join the force. It's whatever is in their head at that moment or that time. It's what they want to be. It's what they are going through. What they are. It's what how they was raised. It's their beliefs. It's their mental state. You know what I'm saying? Some people just, they just want to be big and bad and want to be, and that's the way they see to do it instead of just be a real big badass on your own. Like, why would you need a shield and a badge to do that? Like, go join them, go fight, like go do the UFC or something if y'all want to like beat up on people.
Not UFC.
But I'm just saying, if you want to beat up on people, because it seems like that's what they just like doing.
Right.
Just like beating us up and killing us. Like, you know what I'm saying? On some real. So, but that's another subject, man. Well,
but yo, real talk, you have a perfect segue to our topic today. The topic of today is the military taught us a lot of things. We talked about training. We talked about how to, position ourselves, how to even be successful in our military career. But the one thing they did not teach us is how to rest.
Nope.
The military did not teach us how to rest. So in this hits on being burnt out. This hits on PTSD. This hits on the leadership culture. But why do you feel like they never taught us how to rest?
Well, think about it. If you training soldiers, you training people to defend and to kill and to uphold, you know what I mean? And to be soldiers. If you training soldiers, do you want a soldier sitting down?
That's good.
Do you want a soldier that's lazy? No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want somebody who has, like, we're no matter what we think or how we view it, to some certain extent, we have been, and I don't want to say the B word, I'm going to say conditioned. I'm not going to say brainwashed.
Okay.
I don't like it. I'm going to say conditioned.
Right.
We know what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
When you're conditioned, when you get in there, they're conditioning you for something. They're conditioning for you to be a soldier. They're conditioning for you to fight for them. They're conditioning you to work for them nonstop. Remember, we don't punch a clock.
Always.
That's another part of it. That's another part of it too. Remember the call sheets? Remember the call list that we have to be ready for all the time?
Yep.
Remember that? That's all of that's part of it, bro. All of that's part of the conditioning. All of that is part of the conditioning, man. Like, you need to be available 24 hours today, 24/7. We'll let you get rest. We'll let your body get rest. But your mind, as far as focusing on the mission, focusing on what you got to get done, you're not resting until that mission complete.
So my hot take for this is the military didn't teach us how to rest because the military don't know how to rest. So how are you going to teach folks stuff that they don't even know? Because a lot of my NCOs, a lot of my upper leadership, there was, okay, let me use this analogy. The ones that beat me to the parking lot, we said, oh, man, they ain't nothing, bro. Commander always gone, man. Commander out of here. My NCO at 4:30, he gave a quick brief, and he was gone, blah, blah, blah. And so we give them a bad rap, right? And so we grew up, at least me, I grew up as an airman thinking, nah, the great NCOs, the good NCOs, in my mind, are the ones that, we work days, swings, and mids. So the ones that came in on days and worked half of swings, and then it's like, all right, y'all need anything? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. And then they leave their 3-4 hours into swing shift, just in their office, not like they was working out a problem that swing shift needed. No, they was just there working from all the stuff from day shift. you leave halfway through swings, and then you go back to days the next day. And that was considered a great NCO.
Because I guarantee they didn't leave nothing on the table. They was working because they didn't look at the clock and say 4:30 up. I'll finish the rest of this tomorrow.
Yeah.
They didn't do that. They said they completed the mission.
Now, some things now can be done tomorrow. However, you take a hit if you say I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Like some of these reports, some of this stuff, I can definitely knock this out tomorrow. Like, yeah, we got as far as we're gonna get, we're gonna do it tomorrow. Like, especially at the job I'm at now. I love my job, but you know, I be there still working late, you know what I mean, using some of my military kind of thought process, trying to break out of that. But they'd be like, Mr. James, that's a tomorrow problem. And I'd be like, but I can knock it out right now. It's just gonna take me another 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's the battle. And so the next question was hustle culture versus healing culture. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts about that? Because everybody here, we hustle. Yo tagline is hustle. We talked about you being outside in the cold, you know, bearing the cold, you know, doing what you got to do because you got to hustle for the family versus taking that rest and healing for the next day. Like, what's your thought process versus that?
Man, listen. It might not seem like it, but I really don't stop sometimes. Like, only time I really stop is when I get that little time between, and honestly, I'm still doing that because, you know, I breed the dogs, so I'm taking care of dogs and stuff in between that. So when I come home, I'm always doing stuff. I work until I lay down. Like, honestly, yeah, I'm up here. I'm doing the cast with you. You know what I'm saying? We got Real Game No Gimmick podcast. We do. We got other stuff that, like, I don't know. Even before the military, I wouldn't know how to stop because my mom is a hustler. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I learned it from
shout out to moms.
Yeah, I watched her. She's still hustling. You know what I mean? And that no quit mentality.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So where
the kid is there.
So how do you get to the healing part, the restful part? How do you get there? Or is there a place? Is that a place where you even want to go?
So let me tell you something, and I'm gonna be honest with everybody. If you don't sit down, or if you don't learn to sit down, God will sit you down.
Hey,
so and that's and I'm just being honest. I've dealt with different like health issues and stuff because eating in your diet is detrimental. You know what I'm saying? The things that you put in your body and how you move your body and the hours you put on your body is detrimental. I had to switch a lot of my stuff up because I realized I was eating wrong. Even though I was hustling and going and working and doing this and doing that, I was just eating wrong because you look up and you think getting something from a gas. I'm gonna just go to Circle K and get a hot dog. I'm hungry. Right. Lunch. I'm gonna just go grab a hot dog and some chips. Well, 5 days in, you just smack down 10 hot dogs and 12 bags of chips in a week's time. That's not good on your body. But we do that because we're not thinking, you know, and that's just one part of it. Because sleep is another part. You know what I'm saying? We do that because we not think. We just, hey, I'm moving, I'm running. People don't even think that getting up, going to Starbucks every day is horrible.
Yeah.
You gotta watch. The main thing for our health is what we put in our body, and it's the food we eat. Yeah. Even our activity too is a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, me personally, I don't know how to stop, so I have waited on signs from God to stop. Like certain. Well, I pay attention to the signs. Let me put it like that. I pay attention to signs. So if something happens or something don't go like it's supposed to go, I'm like, I wasn't supposed to be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have been. Okay, so I need to just chill that. That ain't for me right now. I'm going to just come back and revisit that maybe, or we do this, we do that. You know what I'm saying? When things happen, I have to, because I'll just keep going and I'll keep going and I'll exhaust everything. I'll exhaust funds. I'll exhaust energy. I'll exhaust time because I want to complete a mission. And it's because I've been conditioned like that. And it's hard to get out of that. So we have to think, honestly, I've done it before and I'm getting ready to get back into it again, which is real big, is therapy. I need therapy. And I'm not ashamed to say that shit. I definitely need it. I believe a lot of people need it, whether it's big or small. What, like, you would be surprised, like, how good it is to go through a little bit of therapy from someone who has no ties to you, a professional that has no judgment, no nothing. They just can help you work out your problems and help you work out and get that healing. That's a big part of healing. Honestly, I believe from our conversations that we've had on this show in the past about separating and, you know what I'm saying, and leaving, and the support that they give us, you know, leaving and stuff and separating the service. I honestly feel like people should seek a little outside therapy from the military when you do separate, because there are things that we have to learn to separate from the military. That's why they call it separation. But sometimes we don't, you know, we don't take that into account because our brains are already tapped in and they've been tapped in for so long. Like you did 20 plus, bro. Your brain is locked in. It's going to take a while for you. You put it like this: some aspects you'll never let go of.
Right.
You're not going to let go of. Some aspects you're just not going to let go of. Because if you think about it, you've been underneath the conditioning. You've been in the military for. Because when did you go in? How old were you?
2002.
But how old were you?
I was 20.
And you did how many years?
22.
You did more years as a military person than a civilian.
Yeah.
You've been a military person more than half your life.
Yeah.
You've been military personnel. So those things, those are your ways. They're carved into you. They're carved into your being, your fiber. Because not only were you growing up as a man during those years, you was growing up and being conditioned how they wanted you in those years. So now you have to separate the two. You know what I mean? So it has a lot of self-healing aspects too that we have to, you know, deal with, and you know, but it's different for everybody, you know. But you got to get it in. You got to get it in. Everybody needs it.
Yeah. I am 1,000% with you on that, especially about the counseling and all that stuff. I have been seeking counseling, and it has been a joy. And it's almost like I know I surprise my counselor because I go in with a list. Like, this is what I was thinking about. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? And I'm open and honest with her because, like you said, it's non-retribution. She don't know me from a can of paint. Only thing she know is what's in my chart.
Right.
And half of that, it's not even open because she just locked in with me in this moment. Did you do your homework? Did you do this? Did you do that? How has this been going? And she's checking in with me. And she's kind of pulling things out as well. But the rest part and the healing part is huge. It's something we're actually like working on now. One, and I'm not afraid to say, but one homework assignment she gave me, and it's the toughest homework assignment that I've had thus far with her, and I've been working on it tirelessly, is what kind of father do I want to be? Like, and now people are like, oh my God, that should be easy. It is not. Like, because I've been the disciplinary, but I want to be more. I mean, obviously, yeah, make sure I teach them the right ways and how to do things and what to say, what not to say, correct them when need to be. But I want to be more just like involved and just like, you know, and I don't know what the word is for it, but just, you know what I mean? But I also want to be what they need me to be. So one of the homework assignments was to ask them. You know what I mean? Now, listen, you want to put the pride aside, ask your children something serious. Because they ain't got no filter. They ain't got no filter. So I've been trying to muscle up and kind of get into it to ask them in a way that we both can get something out of it. Okay. But it is very what you said about that is very good. For me, I know hustle culture and healing culture is like two opposites of the spectrum, in my opinion. I am working on finding a way to at least get to the middle. Because even in the military, I was always the jack of all trades, master of none. I will always find my way in, and I will call it hijacking my squadron. What does that mean? I get to a base, see a hole, and I feel it. And then, you know, once you fill that hole, when another hole opens, they just call you, hey, I remember you did that over there. Can you do this for me? Oh, yeah. I go do that. That's how I became, like, you know, safety monitor, became, you know, holding the keys, facility manager, VNCO. Like, I become all these things because I just be filling the holes because I want everybody to be successful, right? So if something's falling by the wayside, I'm going to grab it. And what that does is built up, condition me to just be hustling. Like, I'm going to do my job and I'm going to do all y'all job too.
Yeah, if I have to. You
know what I'm talking about? Like, we are, what we're not going to do is lose.
That's it.
What we're not going to lose. So whether I do my job and your job, we gonna win, right? And the healing part is like, man, and the healing is actual healing for your body, like aches and pains and issues like that. Yeah. Rest, recuperation, you know, pushing back in yourself, right? All of that stuff, man, I'll get to that later. Man, this. We need to do this right now. No, but why don't you take it now? Man. Sleep when you're dead. We get into this right now. And that's where I'm at right now. Even in my walk, having been retired, going on my second year, is now I'm trying to find a better way to the middle. I'm not there by any means. I feel like I've taken a step or two towards the middle. But, you know, like you said, I got the Turo business. I work at Duke. I work at UNC. I got the T-shirts behind me. I'm doing that. Coaching. You know, I'm just, you know, about to get into the car business with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things. And it's kind of like, I do everybody's job.
Right.
But now I don't necessarily have to. I just gotta you know what I mean?
You gotta wean. So you wean yourself off of it. You wean yourself out of doing so much. But right now, I believe you're in a state where you're fresh out and you're touching everything you wanted to touch while you couldn't touch it. You know what I'm saying? Because moving around, being in the military, like, you know what I'm saying? You at the time, like, I know you did a little I know
this motherfucker, she total healer.
Healer,
not
I know already.
She probably down there in the bed right now.
Shout out to wifey. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I feel like you being able to touch what you want to touch, like doing the coaching, working at the colleges, doing the you bowling tournament, you know what I'm saying?
Bowling, yeah.
Like bro, like you just having fun and you just doing like, so don't look at that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because that is part of your healing.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's you having fun and doing what you want to do, doing what you like to do, making yourself happy. That's part of healing too, bro. So don't look at it like I need to stop. But as you get older, you'll wean yourself off of it because your body gonna tell you, I ain't gonna be able to bowl in that tournament this week.
Hey, and that's real.
Back you out of me.
And that's real, bro. That's real.
I can't make that 6-hour road trip, man. Not this week, bro. I just can't do it.
Bro, I got the doctor calling me trying to schedule me for ankle surgery and all kind of stuff. But I just
God telling you sit down now.
Give me a couple more weeks. Stop. Give me a couple more weeks. Let me get through this.
Ain't gonna be all right. You can put a boot on that, man. You get a boot, you right back out there, dog. That ain't gonna stop nothing. Put that boot on and get the kicking, boy.
Yes, sir.
You be all right.
But let's talk about. We'll end with this tagline. This tagline is called "Rest isn't weakness; it's maintenance." What do you feel about that?
100%. You have to rest. You have to go do something.
I feel the same way. It's even though I'm not fully doing it to the 100%. If I can tell this to anybody watching, anybody listening, rest is not weakness. It is maintenance. Me personally, my personal walk, I always felt like it was weakness at first. Now I'm like, nah, I need to go ahead and shut it down. I don't shut it down as much as I should, but like you said, P, there's been some signs like, okay, shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like even when I was stuck in Vegas, go ahead and shut it down. You can't leave. There's nothing you can do. You can't fly no plane.
Just sit back.
Just shut it down.
Yeah, just sit back and rest. Take a relax.
Shut it down.
Relax.
And I was out of ducats. I can't put nothing on black.
But you got the schoolwork done though, right?
But I got the homework done.
That's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. The homework done. That's the most important thing right there, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that's what's up, man. This was good. That was good. Do you have any closing comments for the folks?
No, man. Just only thing I would say is just take your healing and your health serious.
Yeah.
Get your rest. And get your hustle on, man. If you hustle. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of hustle,
W.GG.
Now this is gonna help you with your hustle because it's gonna give you that natural good energy.
Yes, sir.
For genderless energy, focus, and performance. Gotta have that W.GG. Put PG the hustler in the checkout. Get 10% off your entire order.
The whole thing.
The whole kit and caboodle.
And I keeps me a can, boy.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that joint sounds like it's empty too, boy.
Keep me a can. Almost. That's the what's the name in there? You know they come with the scoop and all that, man. So
okay.
Almost. Oh, it smells so good too. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
But, hey, man, when y'all done, man, go ahead and slide on through blackmoneymedia.live.com, man. Hit the hamburger stack, man. Go ahead and check out all them collections we got there, man. Slide down to the Redeployment Podcast and get your hoodies, your sweats, your hats, your T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have some new stuff on there. We're going to talk after this because I need to get, because Because remember, I sent you, or did I send you pictures with my printer when I went over to my homeboy house? I sent you a video.
I think you sent me something. We'll chat.
Okay, got you. You guys, everybody that has been on the show, get with Jax. Make sure he knows how to get in touch with you. Make sure I
have everybody's email. I'm gonna email them tonight and get their address.
Physical addresses. Okay, cool. Yep. Get the physical address. We got some stuff coming to y'all. That we're gonna be sending out to everybody, every guest that was that has been on the show so far. We got something for y'all on the way here within the next month or so. And we will be tapping in, man. And y'all just make sure you get with Jax, man. And appreciate it. We really appreciate everybody that has came in and supported, everybody that has watched. We even like the hate too, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep on. When you're hating and you're talking stuff, man, it lets me know you're doing something. Lets me know you're watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for the click.
Keep on clicking, my boy.
Keep on
clicking.
Most day. I think we was up to like 40 people up in this thing.
Yeah,
I
man.
Think 52. I think I see 52 at one point. That was a big haul, man.
It was in here, bro. I appreciate y'all like pulling up, man.
Most definitely. We like that.
Yo, so this podcast is for you if you are in the military and you want to go the whole way. I did. Some of our guests have, and we doing all right. We just got some reconditioning we got to do. You know what I'm saying? This podcast is for you if you want to do 1-2 tours and get up out of there. That's what PG did. He has less conditioning, but he still got some reconditioning to do. Or if you are thinking about coming in the military, this podcast is for you because we talk about real stuff. Feel like we give you the game before you get there so you know what to do. Or lastly, this podcast is for you if you, I don't know if you've been under a rock, if you've just been hiding out, maybe you've been on Mars and you have never come in contact with a military member. This podcast is in fact for you because we're talking real stories, real lives, real things that happen in our lives that can possibly happen in your lives or something similar. So please continue to watch, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And we're gonna holler at you on the next one. Next week. We have one of my friends from Soldiers of Sidelines is gonna be here next week.
Nice.
So we got him locked in. And then if you want to be a part of the show and you are a veteran, hit me up. We put you on. My goal this year is to talk to somebody I don't know or PG don't know. That's the goal. Let's just say 2 people. So if you know 2 people that serve in the U.S. military forces, I don't care if it's 1 day or 18 years, hit us up. Let's get them on here. Tell them we have a good time. We just ask a bunch of questions and we get them up out of there. Okay.
Yeah, it ain't nothing serious, man.
Ain't nothing serious. Ain't nothing crazy. We just gonna have a good time.
You to divulge no secrets.
Nah. We don't want that either. Anyway, that's across the bear, and I ain't trying to bear that.
What you say? That's across the bear, right? Hey, we definitely understand why every president turned white after they first year.
So yeah, if you know somebody that is a veteran, man, send them our way. We'd love to chat with them, get their stories out. Because again, this platform is for the veteran. It's not really for me or PG. It's for the veteran that comes and talks and drop jewels.
Yep.
So without further ado, hey, we love you. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. Peace.
Ain't no one's round the